So this is our elementary VR classroom. This is our reading corner, which is one of the things that we had to have for our classroom. And we got like jellyfish lights and stuff.
Okay, so our initial design was we went with an under the sea vibe because we thought it would look cool with the kind of elementary kids having a fun, creative design. So designing the FGC virtual reality classroom creates an engaging and innovative environment that promotes creativity within the students. We were required to have at least 25 students, a teacher and teacher's assistant's desk, and then we had to have a VR studio that could hold 2 students, and then we had to have seating on the sides, and then we had to have padding to protect the kids, and then a storage area, and then a main classroom.
This was our chart for our process. It kind of just goes through all of the different furniture aspects that the classroom needed to have. We wanted to do a very, like she said, under the sea theme, but a pretty typical classroom. So movable desks that can be moved into pods and out of pods, making sure that the students can move their desks so we can have them access the VR space and be able to have the teacher teach through that space. And then the storage closet and the coat room were really interesting because they're not typically used spaces by the kids every single day. The coat room more so than the storage closet, but we were thinking about doing custom fit shelving so the teachers can have accessible everything they need in the storage closet. And then in the coat room we're doing like floor to ceiling cubbies basically, so the kids can have as much space as they need to put all of their things.
In the VR area, we also have built-in storage units like behind the wall that open up so we can store all the VR headsets safely back there, and they can lock up. And then we mocked up an idea of having like a kind of like a wall over there, like a foldable glass or something, like a fabric wall or something that could lock the VR area safely in there, just to keep the equipment safe at night.
Here's our first bubble diagram and adjacency chart. So this is the floor plan design that we ended up going for. We think the dynamic is a little bit better than the other one that we have. So we have the main classroom space, the coat room, the teacher's desk, the reading area, and then storage in the VR. The VR does have 2 spaces, not just one, so that they can put a screen, like a movie screen almost, and project and have 2 kids doing the VR at once.
And there's a bigger screen in the middle of the wall that we were thinking could be used as a main presenting area for the teacher. When the main classroom in the middle is being used, they can turn and face the VR area, and there's a big screen in the middle. And then when both VR areas are being used, there's a wall that comes down, like a screen that comes down in the middle, so they can be projected from either side, so both stations can be used at once.
It was very important for us to make sure that the classroom was easily accessible for everyone at all times. So really keeping an open concept and not having like too many walls or sections that were walled off. This was our other layout. This one was a struggle because the VR area was just kind of off in a little corner, and the coat room and storage kind of were pushed up against the top wall. That was primarily the reason that we went with the other designs, because this one was not as functional as the first one.
Didn't flow as well with the main classroom. We can pass this around to you guys, but these are our materials we went with. So we kind of went with. I'll start with the bottom corner. So we have this wall covering and these like foam padding that we were gonna use for the VR area, because we thought the wall covering kind of adds in that techie vibe that the VR station going for, but it still keeps that like aquamarine color to tie in the ocean theme. And then for the carpet in there, we have kind of a similar pattern. The sandy carpet in the bottom kind of imitates the ocean floor. And then the main classroom has this other carpet at the top that has a sand gradient into like
It's
the
this
ocean
one.
blue.
You can't really see it because the sample we got sent obviously, cut off the one
Yeah.
thing that we wanted. But it's down here at the bottom and it looks like
It
the
goes more to
beach.
like a tan color,
Mhm.
and then it kind of looks like the beach. Don't talk about the beach.
Yeah, so the reading corner was really fun. We wanted to have this kind of visual aesthetic throughout the classroom, going from the VR studios, which was supposed to be like coral reef type aesthetic, and then the main classroom was supposed to be more like the ocean, and then the reading corner was supposed to be like the deep sea. So if we go back to this here, on our mood board, we kind of have pictures and like color carpeting for the different styles we want. So for our reading corner, the dark part down here is going to be this dark blue carpet, and then we have like jellyfish lights, and we're going to do like purple and like darker colored pillows to make it really feel like the kids are really under the sea. The whole vibe of the classroom is just to enhance learning though, so that was our primary focus, was learning how to mix colors and aesthetic and materials with education and function.
Oh, in the VR studio, we forgot to mention, there's like, we have kind of built-in pockets like into the wall that have like seating. That's kind of where those three colors, the blue, red, and yellow colors come in, the leather. There's like, we have like built-in kind of like, almost like bleachers that they can sit in. It's kind of like in the student center, like those,
Like
the,
cushions,
yeah.
flat cushions.
And then we have the parts that go into the wall that they can sit in also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's it.
That's it. And we did do sketches, we just were putting them on like